Thank you for tuning in to Sunday Night Watch Party. I'm your host, Gene. The first rule of Watch Party is you must talk about Watch Party. The second and final rule is if this is your first time, you have to watch. And I am super hyped for Raised by Wolves on HBO Max, a show about stuff. I completely understand that times are hard, but HBO Max deserves our support, and you too can show it by stealing your sister's password. This is the part where I warn you that if you haven't seen the first episode of Raised by Wolves, stop this video now. I mean it, stop the video now. This was a bonkers awesome show, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone. We start our recap and analysis in 3, 2, 1. A portal opens in space, and a tiny spaceship flies into Kepler 22b. That's only 600 odd light years away. Glad we got that space-time thing hacked. It crash lands and tilts on the edge of what seems to be a giant borehole. Two androids who apparently don't know each other suddenly awaken from inside, a man and a woman. They narrowly escape with a portion of their supplies before the craft plummets down and gets wedged inside the borehole. They never salvage the wreckage. Bet that doesn't come back to haunt them. Loaded with corny dad jokes, the two start establishing a settlement. And this, kids, is how babies get made. These two androids were programmed to raise human children. Wish I had one. 9 months later, and mother and father, as they come to be called, have been busy making a home. It appears that mother's been using all of her energy to make 6 premature babies. Are they really human, though? The last baby doesn't appear to be alive. Mother seems to go way off script here and cradles a dead infant to her non-existent breast, begins humming a song and crying, and voila, it worked! Miracle! The baby is alive! They dictate that they're gonna name the baby after their creator, Campion. Who's this Campion guy? I believe that life would suck on any planet without a Taco Bell, but what's this? A dragon skeleton? Why are you teasing us like this, HBO? Bring on the dragons raised by dire wolves! Now look at this darling cute kid here. Mother and father are atheists and only believe in science, but apparently not safety fences, and a woo Darwinism. She dead. 4 years later, COVID-19 has killed all but 2 of these kids. And this is where mother tries consoling the kids by telling them, we will never advance unless you resist the urge to seek solace in fantasy. We are atheists, peaceful, technocratic. It is the only path to progress. That's my favorite bedtime story. All that knowledge and reasoning couldn't produce a cure for Campion's only remaining sister. She dead. LOL. Overcome with grief, mom starts to break on us. Must be last year's model. Father catches Campion in the act of praying over some really food. Don't let mom catch you praying, he warns Campion. That's a good one. Never heard that one before. Also, don't let her catch you doing your homework or cleaning your room. Then mother does something really disgusting by trying to comfort Campion by mimicking the face and voice of his dead sister. Yeah. What the F, Mom? Realizing they screwed up their mission in spectacular fashion, Father hatches a secret plan in order to save Campion's life. He explains that the Mithraic are orbiting the planet in a mothership called the Ark, and that Campion has a much better chance of a happy life with them. He throws a rope down the hole to climb down to make contact through their wrecked ship. The rope frays on the way down and this attempt is botched, but Father does find a really cool molten skin. HBO, you tease. While Father and Campion are outside playing, Mother stays inside to take a nap. And then has a crazy, awesome, prophetic vision of becoming a god and laying down some holy righteousness on some unknown city. I had the same exact dream. Mother later confronts Campion in the most creepy way possible and gets him to spill on everything they were up to. Moms always find out the truth. Mother then confronts Father in private outside, and I just hate it when Mom and Dad fight. Father attempts to reason with Mother, but Mother gets violent, yet doesn't know how to. Father attempts to defend himself, yet doesn't know how to. And then Mother murders Father. What is up with that? Granted, he wasn't Father of the Year, but I really liked him. Why couldn't she ask for a divorce like every other married couple? I'm sure a judge would have been fair regarding parental rights. Just kidding. Mother very calmly tries to explain to Campion that Daddy's gone and never coming back. Where have I heard that one before? Accepting that Mother has gone full bat crazy, Campion picks up where his father left off. He makes it down to the wrecked ship and appears to make contact, but accidentally activates the engine and blows the whole thing up. Campion turns out okay, but I bet Mom's gonna be super pissed. A few days later, ding dong, the Mithraic arrive, and they're led by Ragnar from Vikings? You smooth son of a bitch! Mistrusting of one another, Mother and the Mithraic are intentionally coy with each other, but one of the Mithraic gives up that there are 2 other landing parties somewhere else on the planet. Mother tells this cult several times to get the hell off our property, but can't, too hungry, can't, too cold. She musters her best fake smile and tells them they can spend the night but are gone by dawn. My mother always loved my new friends too. The Mithraic android doesn't sit at the table because he's an android or because he's an android. Also, they make him sleep outside to stand watch or because he's an android. What's up with that? In their tent, the Mithraic discuss how Campion fits a bill for a foretold prophet that's gonna unlock the Mithraic mysteries. Could Campion be a prophet for real? Space Jesus in outer space. Prophet or no prophet, the Mithraic agreed that saving Campion from their obviously android mother is in their best interests. The next morning, Mother overhears Ragnar trying to convince Campion to board the Ark with him, promising him video games, Snickers bars, and other cool shit. As Mother steps up to defend Campion from Ragnar, the Mithraic android then proceeds to shut down Mother by savagely beating her to death. I got my beast with Mother, but this was super hard to watch, very disturbing. As Campion is being carried away by Ragnar, kicking and screaming, Mother is being killed. Or is she? A terrifying scream can be heard and out bursts Mother. Ragnar warns the others to not look at her before he's pummeled to the ground, and then that happens. Mother unleashes a snarl, a cross between a panther, a wolf, a hawk, and an android. And then carnation, instant cancer! They died in an instant. Why did Ragnar warn his friends not to look at her? How did he know what was coming? That requires further explanation. Ragnar runs off, leaving his friends like a scared little bitch. Mother tells Campion to stay put and then goes full God mode to fly after Ragnar. This is bananas. Ragnar is able to make it to his wimpy Toyota Prius of a space pod, but Mother's not gonna let him go. It's a good thing that Ragnar believes in God because, well, God spares his life. Why? Could Mother be planning to use Ragnar as bait to lure the crews of the other two landers? Or will Ragnar be used to repopulate the planet, and Mother must fulfill every sick fantasy to get all of that dirty seed? I'd let her. Mother boosts Ragnar's box and flies up to the Mithraic mothership, otherwise known as the Ark. Pulls off that nifty trick again, and this time assumes the face and voice of Ragnar. The crew of the Mithraic are too busy playing Xbox 5000 to notice that Ragnar's on a massive dose of Xanax. She makes it on board to clear up an honest misunderstanding, and what the hell? She flexes yet again, and this time does this voice of God power, where everybody in her path goes explodey. I ran into a similar situation when I left the toilet seat up one too many times. She makes it to the control room, but the crew was lucky enough to get a PlayStation before Christmas, and there's no way that... Damn it, this is gonna take forever to clean up. Mother sets the Ark into a collision course with Kepler 22b. How nice. She then blindfolds herself, takes a shower, and finds a nursery. I don't know about you guys, but I was freaking out here. Campion looks up to see the Ark coming down from the sky. There's gotta be plenty of others on board to put the landing gear down, right? My bad. It appears that Mother possibly destroyed all of humanity here? Looks like good times were had by all, except for Ragnar, of course. I had the same look on my face when I crashed my dad's Dodge. Mother lands a space junker to greet Campion with new brothers and sisters to play with. What a gal. But only 5? What's up with that? Did she just intend to replace Campion's brothers and sisters? Or maybe she only wanted the fittest and the strongest and was scanning each one for diseases and impurities. Could you imagine that? Hi there, little sweetie. Let me see. What's this? MS? Get the fuck away from me, you little piece of shit. And that pretty much sums up Raised by Wolves Episode 1 on HBO Max, and I absolutely loved it, you guys. The sound design, the special effects, amazing. It was so intense. It was like the whole first season of Game of Thrones wrapped into one episode. It was only 55 minutes, but felt like 2 hours. And this fantasy space epic is so engaging. A demoralized space cult, space Jesus, and an actual god in denial of her own existence? What's not to love? To be honest, I wasn't that impressed with the Mithraic. Their junky space cars. Where were their assault cannons on their mothership? And they're firing these teensy little guns at an actual god? It seemed like the only one to advance in future murder technology was Mother herself. So, woo, Darwinism. Maybe the Mithraic deserved to die. But I'm more interested in your thoughts and opinions. Please leave your comments below. The only thing we ask at Watch Party is do not spoil future episodes. That's it. Everything else is fair game. You can talk about anything. Good, bad, Don't be shy. I can take it. Bring on the hate. And if I can avoid jail for the next few days, join us again next week where we're going to recap and analyze episode 2 of Raised by Wolves on HBO Max. And thank you so much for watching Sunday Night Watch Party!